Imagine a world divided not by geography but by ideology, where nations teeter on the brink of nuclear conflict and the balance of power hangs by a thread of diplomacy and espionage. This was the Cold War, a period of tension and competition between the United States and the Soviet Union that shaped the latter half of the 20th century. The story begins at the end of World War II in 1945. The Allies had emerged victorious, but the world soon realized a new struggle was emerging. The United States championed democracy and capitalism, while the Soviet Union sought to spread communism. These ideological differences laid the foundation for decades of rivalry. As the Iron Curtain descended across Europe, marking the division between Western democracies and Eastern communist states, the Cold War took root. One of the first major confrontations occurred in 1948 with the Berlin blockade. The Soviet Union attempted to cut off Allied access to West Berlin, leading to the Berlin airlift, where the U.S. and British planes delivered vital supplies to the city. It was a demonstration of resolve that set the tone for the conflict. Over the years, the Cold War heated up on various global fronts. The Korean War in the early 1950s was a direct conflict between the forces of communism and capitalism. In Vietnam, the U.S. became entrenched in a controversial war aimed at containing communist expansion. Meanwhile, the Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962 brought the world perilously close to nuclear annihilation. For 13 tense days, the U.S. and the Soviet Union engaged in a high-stakes standoff over Soviet missiles stationed in Cuba, just 90 miles from America's shores. Yet the Cold War was not just fought on the battlefield. It was a war of espionage, with spies and intelligence agencies playing a crucial role. From the KGB to the CIA, covert operations kept each side suspicious and cautious. The arms race saw both superpowers amassing enormous stockpiles of nuclear weapons, leading to the doctrine of mutually assured destruction, a chilling deterrent that ironically kept a fragile peace. Culturally and technologically, the Cold War spurred remarkable achievements. The space race was a battle for supremacy above our skies, culminating in the U.S. landing on the moon in 1969, a triumph of technology and human spirit. While propaganda and media played pivotal roles in shaping public perception and morale. As the 1980s rolled in, winds of change began to stir. Mikhail Gorbachev's policies of glasnost and perestroika attempted to reform the Soviet system, opening up freedoms and restructuring the stagnant economy. These reforms, coupled with mounting economic pressures, led to the unraveling of Soviet influence in Eastern Europe. It all came to a head in 1989 with the fall of the Berlin Wall, symbolizing the collapse of communist power. The Cold War officially ended with the dissolution of the Soviet Union in December 1991. The world was left with lessons learned from decades of fear, rivalry, and competition. And there you have it, the entirety of the Cold War, encapsulated in a journey of power, politics, and perseverance. If you enjoyed this concise exploration of history, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more insights and intriguing stories from our past.